Everybody, it's Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. I'm just going to share a project with you. It's not completely Stampin' Up. Some elements are, some aren't. I've created this for a swap group that I have over on Facebook. Well, it's not just a swap group, it's like a crafty group, but it's not necessarily Stampin' Up. It's a Shabby Chic group, and we do swaps over there. And one swap that I'm hosting is a envelope flip book swap. So this is mine and this is what I've created. The cats here are for a reason, and I'm glad now that I kept hold of my cat Punch, because the lady that this is going to fosters cats. So cats are quite special to her, so there's a few cats here and there. So that's the reason for the random kitties. So I have used Stampin' Up Whisper White C6 envelopes, and I've used 5, have I? I think so. I'll explain really briefly how to put it together. I'll just give you a quick look. These are just some little buttons that I bought locally, and I've mounted them on Stampin' Dimensionals, and I've mounted them on 2. So one on top of each other, so that we've got a gap here to use, you know, to make a closure. And I've used elastic, just so that as the lady maybe fills the envelope, it might swell a bit, so the elastic just gives us a little bit more leeway. I've lined my envelopes with, well, I've lined most of it with powder pink cardstock, and then the DSP's Contraband. I've used the ribbon border punch here, which is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay, so let me show you my flip book. I'll just show you the back. I've lined the back and I've got another cat. Now, I have constructed it originally using washi tape. Okay, so it is attached with washi tape. But what I have done to make that just that little bit more sturdy is I have, underneath the washi tape, I have used Stampin' Up's tearing tape. This one. If I zoomed out on you saw my desk, you'd die. It was a right mess. So I've put that underneath because I don't want the washi tape to come off. And as I've gone along, I've kind of like found tricks of my own. So here are the envelopes. So here we've got the envelope, and it's attached to another one there. This is the flap, so that's one envelope. Then we've got another envelope here which attaches, and another envelope here. And I have it, like I say, attached them all with washi. And each one has, that one has a photo mat. This one has a photo mat booklet. So that goes in there. And then we've got another photo mat there, photo mat there. You can put a photo on the back. And then down here, we've got a tuck spot. I've just glued the bottom, literally, it's bottom, so that it can be used as a little tuck spot there. And I've just cut some little tags. And then we've got another photo mat there. Now, as you can see here with my envelope, there are shaped to these. If I just quickly show you, they're shaped. Okay? So it's quite hard to layer right up. So what I've done is I have put washi tape down like that from the top, and then I've tucked it in and I've tucked it under, and I've done the same here, and I've run it right across, and then I've just snipped down the middle of the washi tape, a little snip at each side, and then I've tucked the washi tape inside that envelope lip there. Not only does it like look really neat, but it just gives you that little bit of extra stability. And then I've run washi tape all the way around the edge there as well. Okay, and I've done that on every single envelope, so that then that envelope opening there is just that little bit stronger. Okay, so I put my little tags in my pussycat tuck spot, and that little, and this is just a 1-inch circle punch folded in half, you know, because I don't make albums, it's not normally my thing, so I don't have all the, you know, fancy this and fancy that, so I have used what I've got. Okay, I've layered the I have done like a 1/4 inch gusset on the top there, and I've done it here, and I've lined each one with a very thin strip of cardstock. I've done it on the inside and the outside just to give that gusset a bit more strength. And I've lined the inside of that flap. And then if we come over here, I've got a little pocket and another kitty cat. I've got 2 tags there, and then I have this photo mat here, which is a small one. Okay, and that holds this flap, which then you can pull out, and that's a little photo mat as well. I went a bit wrong with my measurement there. That should have been a little bit shorter, but you know, it's trial and error. So that tucks back in there. Lift the little cat up, and then this little photo mat here keeps that from opening. Okay, keeps that from opening, and put our little tags in there. And then that flips in like that. You can put a photo there. These are just decorative little corners. Again, I used my I used a 1.5 inch circle punch and just cut it in 4, just for a little bit of decoration. I didn't want to put loads on, because obviously, you know, you're meant to put photos on, but it just looked a little bit, just needed a bit of finishing, so that's what I did there. And then that folds over, and I did the same there, and then that folds up and that folds down. Okay, and that goes twisted around. You can use ribbon, you can use twine, you can use anything. Okay, and these are fun. Once you get making them, you can really go to town on decorating them. And the purpose of envelope minis is that they are a fast way of making a little mini album for a little gift, or like I'm doing it for a swap, because proper mini albums, you know, they take a good few days to make. This took me a couple of hours. And that's with, you know, faffing about with measurements, because I've not really done one before. And if you look, it's all nice and sturdy. It all goes together nice and neatly, and the measurements are lovely. So, and that is made really easy because the envelopes that I've started with are really good. So I'm going to show you quickly what I did. So you just get 5 of these Stampin' Up! Envelopes, and they're lovely quality, they really are. Okay, and you've got one there, one in the middle, which is going to be your top, one at the bottom. Do I need to zoom? I'm going to have to zoom out. If you see it mess on my desk, then just look away. Just look away. And then one there. Okay, so what I've done here is I have tucked this one inside and glued it down. Not cut it off because I think it adds extra strength. And the same at that side. Okay, and then you attach them to this one with washi tape. But before you do that, you want to score a 1/4 inch gusset there, and the same on this one here. Okay, so I'll just get my I've lost the this bit's fallen out my trimmer. I'll just rescue it and put it back in. Okay, so what you do is you go up to the 2-inch mark here with these Stampin' Up! C6 envelopes, roughly the 2-inch mark, and then score, don't cut. Move the cutting blade out of the way and score. Get that flat against there, up to the 2-inch mark, get it straight, and then score gently. Okay, not too hard, and that will just give you that little tiny gusset there. Okay, so you fold that and that, and if you can just see there, it gives you a little gusset, and you do the same at the bottom. So I'll do the same here, get it up to about 2-inch, which is there, and score. And then I'll quickly show you how they go together, and then you can go make one yourself. It's really quite simple. Now, how did I stick all this together now? Let me think. I think I trimmed some of that off. So I trimmed some of this one off. Do it with your trimmer if you want to be precise. And then make sure you've got that gusset. Okay, and then this part here, this flap here, attaches to here. And get my tear tape. It's so simple and easy, and you can, once you've tried it once, there's loads of different combinations of how to do these, and you'll find your own way of doing it. You know, and you'll find your own way of making pockets and your own way of making fold out flaps, and it's a really good way of practicing some of the ideas that you see, you know, slightly more talented ladies at album making. You'll see them when they're making their mini albums, and you can try some of the techniques on these little flip books, same as how I have, if I just show you, same as on this one, how this photo mat keeps that flap down. That's quite common practice with some of the ladies that make beautiful, beautiful mini albums. But I've been able to, you know, tone that down to my ability and fit it in this little mini envelope flip book. You know, and then as I get better, one day I'll create a super duper mini album. And, you know, I'm practicing the techniques along the way with a simple little way of doing it. So that attaches to there. Okay, and then we tuck in these in. I've tucked that one in, and then all you do is you attach these with washi tape, very similar to how I showed you the flip book a few days back with just what did I use? I used just the Memories and More cards, didn't I? If you remember, if you watched it, if not, go and have a look. So you just get your washi tape and you literally attach your pages together, just leaving a tiny gap like so. Okay, I'm just going to do it really quickly and not precisely, I'm just showing you. Okay, so that is how you attach your envelopes, and then that one will close like that, that one closes like that. Okay, and then that one flips up with the gusset, and that one flips down. Alright, and then when you've matted and layered it all with your choice of colours and DSP, that is when you can start and work out where you want your pockets and everything. The only other tip that I do want to share with you, without doing a full tutorial, because I don't really think it's necessary, it's not hard, and there are so many tutorials out there, I just want to show you how I lined one of the envelopes with washi tape. So you'll see it's shaped there. So I've gone right up to the top, okay, with the washer, and then right the way down to the bottom. Peel it back, okay, and then tuck that in. So you've got a nice neat corner, okay. So I would do it at the other side as well. And you might have several layers of the washer. If you plan it in advance, you won't have millions of layers. I'm just showing you. Peel it back, tuck it under. Okay, and then the top here, you would go straight across the top. See how it's shaped there? So you go straight across, ignoring the shaping. Straight across as if there's no shaping, and then again gently peel that back. Okay, if you've got a good washi tape it shouldn't rip, only cheap washi tape rips the paper. Snip it in the middle, and then here where there's shaping, snip it there and snip it there. And then you just tuck that washi tape under the lip there of that envelope, and it gives you a nice neat finish, and it also strengthens that part of the envelope. Okay, so there you go. There is the way of doing the envelope flip book. Really, really easy. Don't forget these 1/4 inch gussets top and bottom, or else it will not fold together and you won't have room for anything. So I'll just show you mine one more time. I'm quite pleased with this. I hope she likes it. So there we've got the plain photo mat, and again, mini photo book there, photo mat there, tuck spot for tags, pocket, which then holds this flap, which comes out to another photo mat. So that, you know, it's very, very basic. It's not rocket science. It's not, you know, beyond anybody's reach to create something like this. Really, really easy. Start off basic and then work your way up to something a bit more special. I hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try. I will leave all of the measurements that I have used to mat and layer this. I will leave them over on my blog for you, because sometimes it's just that little bit easier if you've already got the measurements there, so you don't have to work it out. And then you can get cracking and you can get creating your own envelope flipbook. I hope you like that. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.